I'm on the green.
No, you hit the lampshade. The lampshade doesn't count.
I don't care. Kick it.
Hey out there, all you beautiful weirdos and wackadoos on the interwebs. Even you Karens and Todd Toms, you are all welcome.
Sometimes.
To episode 28.
Yes. 28, bro.
Not 18. 28.
28.
Episode 28 of Fraternize with These Guys. I'm your beloved, humble host, Pastor Pinewood, bringing you the latest and greatest inspirational banter that you didn't even know you needed. And across from me, as always, is...
Beezy!
And Beezy's bringing you the latest and greatest hindrance and depression that you didn't ask for but shall receive anyway.
Thou hast been welcomed.
Well, welcome to 18, my friend.
Yes.
I had a great time last week.
I did too, man. It was a great April 1st episode.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
April Fool's Day.
I feel like I have some other jokes that I need to slide back in.
you get it once a year.
Once a year is all I get.
Once a year.
They were so good.
I can't handle any more of those. You wouldn't shut up for like a half hour after that.
There's so many. There's like 80 of them.
Yeah, that's 82 bitty. Those are worse than dad jokes.
There wasn't one in there that you really enjoyed?
Not a one.
Not one of them?
Not a single one of them.
I did like the mule joke. That was pretty good.
Yeah, of course you liked it.
Well, we're excited to be here, and we're actually recording a week early.
Yes.
Because we are going on vacations.
We are doing some little anniversary actions.
Yeah, it is y'all's anniversary. Let's see. It's not technically your anniversary, right?
No. Our anniversary was last week, but we have the time off that we can take for this next week.
I got you. Now
we're going to be gone.
Y'all are going down south.
We're going down to Fredericksburg, Texas.
Fredericksburg. Now, don't tell everybody when you're going because, all of our fans will mob you down there.
I mean, that'd be all right.
If you see Beezy in public, just mob him.
I mean, I'm going to go hit the karaoke bar, so you're more welcome to meet me out there, too.
I didn't know Fredericksburg had a karaoke bar.
Yeah, we were there, actually. We went, I think about this time last year, and we were there for the second night open.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we had a great time. We sat there and drank beers with the owners.
Nice.
And I got to sing as much Tenacious D as I wanted.
Always a good time.
It is, man.
And Beezy, he can rock the Tenacious D.
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but
yeah.
Toot.
So we're actually recording this a week early, so there will be no updates on this episode. Hopefully, whenever you guys send us some stuff while we're gone, we'll have some updates for you the following episode.
Wink, wink.
But we are back in the doghouse.
Yes. I'm in the doghouse now.
Testify.
That's right, baby.
I feel like we should go on the road and just do this one song.
Yes.
You sing the song. I'll play guitar, and then in the background, I'll be like the hallelujah lady in church. And the only thing I'll contribute is testify. That's all I'll say.
I like it. I mean, we won't disable the comments on our YouTube page.
That's right. Rocky Jackson, your disablement. Now,
that's ridiculousness.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we found this song because it's the only song we could find called "In the Doghouse" by this guy named Rocky Jackson, and the album that the song comes from is called Testify. Yep. So I'm not just saying testify just to say it.
That's fair.
But the album. Anyway.
Context.
So, go find him on YouTube. It's hilarious. And,
you can no longer leave comments on the video because we said to have all of our fans go check it out and leave a comment and say that we Fraternize with These Guys, sent you there to leave a comment. And
apparently he did not like that.
No, he disabled comments.
And I did send him a message through Facebook.
It's still nothing back.
No reply.
What about the band page?
No reply.
Still nothing.
No reply.
Dang.
But they also have not been active for like 4 years.
Oh, well, that's probably a good reason.
So he may have testified too much.
He testified too hard.
The band's no longer it's no longer a thing.
Oh,
but
boy.
In all honesty, it's not bad.
No,
it's okay.
Song.
I mean, it's not like groundbreaking or anything, but for a blues album to throw in the background of a nice party, be all right.
There you go.
It's better than some.
Well, that's for sure. Especially some of the crap coming out now.
I'm telling you, man, we've had our fair share.
Yeah.
Some of it you can't even play on the radio because it just beeps.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier today.
Well, I tell you what, let's get right into what everybody comes here for. Our flagship segment. Let's go right into little libations.
Libations!
Oh, beautiful. I dig it.
Love it.
Now, this week's libation is a little bit different. I'm going to kind of take the helm, if you will. Get it? Because flagship.
Ship jokes.
Hey,
ship.
Speaking of, did you read about the evergreen?
Yes. Oh, man,
That
I've
blocked-
seen some great memes.
Wasn't the best part about anything now that happens at all across the world?
Yep.
It's just meme city.
Yes,
Like, it doesn't matter
is.
what it is.
And there's some talent out there in the meme world.
That is for sure. So I found a guy, and I know we're devolving from our what's
flagship.
it called? Yeah, libations. I don't know why I couldn't come up with that. I found a guy that makes his living making memes.
No kidding.
And I was like, who buys memes, and how do we get involved in that?
No joke.
I feel like we would be pretty good.
Did he hook it up with the little infos on that?
Nope.
Or-
No, he's just bragging about it on Twitter.
Dang.
He makes his living making memes.
Huh.
He's a meme maker.
This is meme maker. That's what meme maker.
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
This week for libations, I think we're going to be a little far removed from each other.
Yeah, that is fair to assume.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is one of the very first listener recommended beers.
This is actually coming from the OG Logan.
Oh, Logan, back.
What do we call him last week? Because the Princess Snow White Logan or
The
something
Snow
like
White
that.
Logan.
Yeah.
I like Austin Snow White Logan.
Austin Snow White Logan's. So Snow White Logan's over here. He sent this. God, I think it was probably week 2 of having that email set up.
That's crazy.
He sent us this suggestion, and we are just now getting to it. So thanks for sticking around at least this long.
Yeah, no
So,
doubt. And one of the reasons we don't do this type of beer is because I'm a big fan,
and
generally,
I am not.
and Beezy, he's not.
Negatory Ghost Rider.
So-
Tell us what we're drinking.
What we're doing this week is an IPA called Space Dust from Elysian Brewing Company. You can find them at elysianbrewing.com, and you can just / beer on the title there and get through all the beers. They have several wonderful, hoppy, gorgeous, beautiful IPAs to offer, and I've had most of them, and they're really good.
Ugh.
Now, I did find out on their website they have one called the Rolling Stone, and it's a lager, and I'm kind of intrigued by it. Not typically a lager fan, but if I see that one, I'm going to pick it up
Okay.
just for old time's sake.
Just
Okay.
to say you done had it.
Now, this one is the Space Dust. This was the first beer that they had national distribution on. So this is kind of their flagship, if you will.
Oh, okay.
It is an India Pale Ale style. It's light to medium bodied. The ABV is 8.2%, so it's hefty. And IBU is 73, so it's definitely on the bitter side. They say the tasting notes are the hopping is pure Starglow energy, which it's a little frilly for me. They add that Chinook to bitter and late and dry additions of Citra and Amarillo.
I don't want to taste Amarillo when I'm driving through Amarillo.
Usually whenever you taste Amarillo, it doesn't taste good. It tastes like one thing.
Hereford. and you know what Hereford tastes like? Cow crap.
Coincidentally, did you know that Hereford has like 20 beef packing plants and cow lots, right? And it has one concrete plant. And on the city billboard as you drive in, it says Hereford, the concrete capital of Texas.
Dude, what?
Has nothing to do with the beef. It's all about the concrete, and they have one concrete
One
factory.
concrete.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Like, Hereford is known for Hereford beef.
It's literally named after a cow.
Jeez. Them cows is nasty. We don't want to be associated with that stank. We're taking the concrete. It's not taken yet. All right, we're going to take concrete.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Do y'all produce concrete? We will.
Oh boy. Well, let's.
You gonna break this one open?
Man, I just broke it open, unfortunately, because these are.
Planned or written out or anything.
Hello.
Holy cow, dude! I'm not gonna lie, that creeped the heck out of me just now.
Well, I don't even know what just happened.
So there's apparently a page. I have like 30 things open on my computer,
Right.
And one of them is playing something, and it freaked me out just then. That is not cool, man. Not cool. I've been listening to too much Scared to Death.
Yes,
so
you
I
have.
heard a creepy little girl coming in over the
Well, I heard it too. I started trying to talk a little bit louder.
Let's see if she's still on there. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's somber.
Wow.
I feel like I'm floating through the stardust.
We gotta get our ducks in a row here or something.
Man, we should have prepared for this.
Maybe it's the curse of the IPAs. I tell you what, let's give it a whirl. You ready?
All righty, let's clank them.
Beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer. Long time ago, we're back in history. When there was a drink.
Now before. All right, so Beezy's face, it says it all. Before we get to the beer, I do want to say that song is from a band called the Sand Sacks. It's called Beer, 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 and you should check it out. It's a great piece on YouTube.
What? What happened?
Okay, so
2.
worse than the domestics, huh? Wow, right out of the gate, number 2. Now think about it. Let it linger there for a little bit.
I don't have the option to not let it linger.
So if you're an IPA guy, this is going to be, it's a little on the sweet side on the nose and the initial taste, and there's a little bit of lemon in there, and then it kind of ends with the malty bitterness.
Yeah, so I get like he said, you do get a sweet initial, but for me, the back end is like you're chewing on a lemon rind and licking a 9-volt battery. So this is just a wonderful cacophony going on in my mouth right now.
Battery, delicious.
You know it'd be better than just licking this 9-volt? Chewing on some lemon rinds.
What if you put a lemon rind over the 2 battery terminals on like a 9-volt?
Uh-huh.
And you got the same kind of effect that you do whenever you put like aluminum foil on there.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Maybe that's how they got the taste for space dust.
I'm not going to disagree with that one bit. They got 9-volt batteries sitting in the bottom of it. See, my bottle got a 9-volt battery in it with a lemon rind.
So I like this beer. I've had it several times, and I'm going to give it a very good ranking, 92 for me.
Holy cow.
It's way up there. It's wonderful bodied. It's full flavored, but it's not overly bitter for me. I think it's one of the better IPAs out there.
92?
I think it's probably.
I'm gonna go for another sip. You keep talking.
I would say for me to go to a regular place where you can get a fair amount of beer selection. You can find this beer. I would say this is one of the better IPAs that you can get, across the nation. One of the better IPAs that has a national distribution. Now, there's definitely some better IPAs that you can get in certain areas that are local, but man, this is a great beer.
All right.
Catch your breath there, bro.
I'm trying.
Let that Chinook hop just overtake.
I think that Amarillo's getting a little gritty in the back of the throat. Man, you keep talking. I gotta give it another second.
I don't know what else to say about it. I will say you can order it on their website. It's a bit expensive, so 6-pack's about $13, and they do have a promo right now where you can save 10% if you subscribe. So Beezy, you could get a 6-pack every month.
Oh, yeah,
and you could save 10%.
I'm gonna certainly sign up for that, my guy.
If you signed up for that every time I came, I would at least have some space dust available.
I prize my fridge space to not have that in my fridge.
Yeah, and one thing about IPAs, they do need to be served pretty cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't enhance themselves as you let them warm up.
So I'm gonna throw a caveat.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my ranking a little bit later on because
Okay.
I'm trying multiple different things to like this.
Okay.
So just I'm gonna, and it's gonna. I don't even know when it's gonna happen, but I just spit my dip out to
You
try.
had a dip in the whole time?
I had a dip in, and I had to spit that guy out just to give it all the fairness possible.
I figured that was what you were tasting, the Amarillo.
No, that would have been the tasty part. So we'll come back to my ranking. But you said you're at 92.
92. Solid,
goodness.
solid beer. If you're an IPA fan, go out. And if you're an IPA fan and you haven't had this one, you're probably not an IPA fan because it's everywhere. You should pick it up.
Okay. Well,
Give her a whirl.
my goodness.
All right, so I'm going to hold you to it.
Okay.
We'll get your ranking at some point. Let's go into our Armada.
The Armada.
Okay, 4 questions. 4 questions. Man, we got some doozies today. I mean, like some good ones.
We do's got some good ones.
I'm going to open with probably one of the better ones that we've had in a bit.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to, whenever the next question that comes around to me, I'm going to top it.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is from Tolly.
Todd Tom Molly.
Probably a Todd Tom, but he asks, what incantations work best for summoning Jesus?
I'm going to stop you
Okay.
because I think it's prayer.
Okay. Well, technically, an incantation is a prayer. So
Yeah.
he's saying what prayer?
What prayer?
He needs more specific answers.
Oh,
Right, now,
okay.
I will add that this is in Yahoo Answers,
Okay.
and it claims to be resolved.
Really?
Yes. So he goes on. He says, now this is where he gets a little off foot for me. He says, I need a spell that will summon a Jesus. Not Jesus. He says, I need a spell that will summon a Jesus.
A Jesus.
So it could just be,
You got to have a Home Depot receipt.
you don't need a spell.
You just got to have a Home Depot receipt or a truck.
I was going to say, you just need to pick up and be there about 6:30.
Yeah, yeah.
$10 an hour, you can get you several.
Solid labor. Solid labor.
Okay, he says, I need a spell that will summon a Jesus to do my bidding. It's for a good cause. They say he's the most powerful spirit to set foot on the planet, even more powerful than a Balrog.
Oh my God. This is the greatest question
a
I
great
think
question.
we've had.
Okay, even more powerful than a Balrog. And I'd like to cure cancer. Right now, preferably. Does anyone know any good incantations that will summon a Jesus and manifest him in a form in which he will answer direct questions with correct answers?
Goodness.
And so,
Oh
so
my gosh, there's so much to unpack.
really is. So what incantations, what spell works best for summoning a Jesus?
Now, what level summon Jesus is he wanting?
I don't
know. Like a level 99?
He's clearly,
Or...
I would say he's clearly on the nerd side, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he mentions the Balrog, which is Middle Earth
Yeah.
from
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, thank you.
I can't believe I had to tell you that one.
Well, I just got finished watching the extended cuts. It took me 3.5 weeks to get through them all.
Well,
so
that sounds about
I was
right.
overloaded with the. So he wants to summon it. Now this is where I take a little bit of issue. He says he wants to cure cancer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but then he goes on to say he needs Jesus to manifest himself in form which he will answer direct questions with correct answers.
So he just wants a Q&A.
I think that's right. He basically wants a 4 questions Armada segment.
Oh, with
Jesus.
With a summon to Jesus.
Yes, not the Jesus.
Nobody messes with the Jesus.
So I don't really know what to tell him other than, you could try your hand at prayer because that is an incantation. But I've been praying like a whole bunch for several years, and I have yet to
That comes with your
summon-
job.
Yeah, I mean it's mandated. They literally
Maybe you're not
pay me to pray.
conjuring.
Well,
You're not conjuring hard enough.
he didn't say conjure. He doesn't want to conjure him. He wants to summon him.
Well, isn't that technically the same thing?
I don't think so. I think when you conjure up something, you don't know its intentions. But when you summon something to you, you get to kind of dictate what the Jesus does.
Okay.
So I've been praying pretty hard for at least 10 years, and I have yet to summon a Jesus.
Huh.
And I definitely have yet to sit down with the old chap and ask him a bunch of questions.
Yeah, well, what about, so I guess that clearly answers you haven't cured cancer.
I have not. If I did, I bet we could get some of this equipment paid off.
Why don't we just summon a Jesus to just pay the equipment off?
Hey, I'm down with that. We could pray right now.
Let's do
We
it.
can make a little circle. We can get some candles.
Put a cross in there?
We can put a cross in there. We could do some holy water.
Oh.
We can get some rosaries. I mean, we could try all kinds of stuff.
This could be fun.
Could be. So here's what I would recommend to Otali. I would recommend you find someone who is possessed by a demon. Then you need to get a young priest and an old priest and have them come in and do the exorcism. And as Jesus cures the demon and casts him out, maybe you might get a chance to ask him a question.
Maybe. I mean, you're really cutting the timeline close.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And it's not a guaranteed thing because we've seen Exorcist movies. It doesn't always work.
That's true.
And sometimes Jesus, he's golfing or something because he doesn't always show up when people are possessed.
He's on the green.
Or if you can't summon a Jesus, maybe he just settles for the Balrog.
I mean, you could answer a lot of issues with the Balrog if you could summon one.
I would assume, at the very least, if he did your bidding, you would be a force to be reckoned with.
That's true. I mean, you don't have to worry about money issues.
Probably not.
You could pay off the equipment.
I mean, if you had a Balrog at your disposal, you could get some stuff done.
Can we summon something other than a Balrog?
I would assume so.
Because I would like a little leprechaun. That would be pretty
That's
sweet.
creepy, bro. That's creepier than the little girl we had in our microphones a while ago.
No, like just a little baby leprechaun. Just keep him in my shirt pocket.
You're a baby leprechaun.
Just a little baby leprechaun. I got year-round looks. Ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with me.
All right, now, if you picture your baby leprechaun, would he legit be a baby leprechaun, like in a diaper?
No. Just like
a little shaker?
Just like baby-sized. Oh. Just a baby-sized leprechaun.
So an adult leprechaun,
Adult
but
baby-sized.
shrunken.
Yeah.
A shrunken leprechaun.
Well, I like to call it a baby. A baby size. Fun size. There you go.
You keep him in your front pocket.
Keep it in my front pocket. You know, like an Indian in the cupboard. That was a book that I didn't read. I just watched the movie.
Is that like Darby and the Little People?
Yeah, Darby O'Gill.
That would be your little people.
There you go.
Okay, so Beezy's going to get him a shrunken leprechaun.
Yes.
A little people.
A little people's.
I'm going to have a Jesus. I don't know which one, but a Jesus. And then Tolly's going to have the Balrog, and none of us can cure cancer.
That is going to be the new Three's Company.
Okay, I told you that it was technically a resolved question.
Yeah.
So the answer that was chosen by voters, and I want to say by 22 voters, this answer was chosen.
Okay.
The question is, what incantation works best for summoning Jesus, right? The answer is, here, Jesus. Come on, boy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I like it.
you can't go wrong with that. Just a little.
Yeah, get over here.
Yeah, Jesus.
We could tempt him with some of those little chocolate treats we left last week.
Yeah, maybe a little chocolate buddy.
Chocolate buddy.
He's probably just coming out of the graves and everything, so he's got to have that nourishment. Got to get that chocolate bunny and them eggs.
and you know, sugar's the best, fastest way to get you some instant energy.
That's exactly right.
I think we've won the internet today.
Yes.
Question number 2
Ooh.
goes to Mr. Beezy.
Oh, you're gonna give it to me?
I am. Were you not prepared?
I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm usually not.
Well, I'll give you some time to get prepared.
Okay, well, let's go. This is coming in from. You gonna guess?
Mm-mm.
It's anonymous.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Yeah, you should
I
have.
lost 10 points.
You lost a buck to yourself. So it says, I have several cans of Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
They put a period. I don't know why.
Okay. In between,
Yeah. Chicken noodle
period.
soup. period.
Nice.
There is a date, question mark.
Okay.
On the cans, that says Best Buy November 2020. Is it okay still to eat?
Okay, so his
Punctuation
needs a little bit
Little
of help.
off.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So Anonymous probably needs to go back and redo some of that English learnings.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So the question is, he's got a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
He says he has several cans.
Several cans of chicken noodle soup.
Why? Why does someone have several cans of chicken noodle soup from Campbell's?
I mean, it's Campbell's.
Yeah, but of all the options out there, you got Progresso, you got like Hungry Man, you got
I think Hungry Man is frozen dinners. I
Well,
don't
okay.
think
So why does he have that? You got all these options.
Well,
And
because
you get Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
a Hungry Man frozen dinner does not have the shelf life
It does
that
if
a
it's
Campbell's.
It does if it's frozen.
No, it doesn't.
Sure.
No.
I've got Hungry Man's in my freezer that have been there since I was single. That's been like 8 years, and I'd still eat it today.
No, you wouldn't. You would die of dysentery.
Maybe botulism. I would have guessed scurvy.
I'd have guessed scurvy.
Okay, so the question is, it's dated. What was it?
November 2020.
Dude, eat that soup.
Oh yeah, you're great. So the numbers that they punch on those cans, it says Best Buy November 2020.
Right.
That is just what they guarantee the freshest flavor.
Okay.
Like the ultimate taste factor is that date.
Okay.
Now, there is like a 99% chance that you're still going to have excellent flavor 10 years down the road. Dude, our great grandparents, they had cans of stuff that had probably solidified they were that old.
Yeah, probably right.
And hell, they'd probably cracked it open and just dumped a little water in there and thrown it on the grill. Be like, all right, eat up, dinner served. It's just some Campbell's chicken noodle soup. So that it looks like tofu.
You just slice that thing.
Is that Spam?
Yeah, Spam was made in 1937, and they're just now getting around to making the second batch.
Yes. Hey, don't joke on the Spams. I like Spams.
I'm not joking at all. I'm just saying it lasts a long time.
It does. It's got about the shelf life of a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soups.
Yeah, I'd feel pretty confident several years after that date.
Oh, yeah. I think I had one that was like 5 or 6 years old, and I just needed to eat something. So I was like, I mean, I'll take the gamble.
Okay, so question for Beezy and also our listeners, I'd be curious to hear. We'll put something up on Facebook.
Okay.
So maybe a poll or
Something.
we'll do something interactive so y'all can help us with this question. In your household, typically there's one person who doesn't care if it's been in the fridge for 2 weeks, they'll eat it. And the other person, if it's been in there more than 2 days, they refuse to eat it.
Well, it depends on what it is.
Okay.
So if it's leftovers,
Yep.
I'm probably not even going to eat. I'll put it in the fridge, and I probably won't eat it again.
Not your thing.
I don't typically do leftovers unless it's pizza.
Okay. Now,
Right.
do you not do the leftovers because they kind of like eke you out a little bit?
No, it does. I mean,
It's just not your thing.
it's just not my thing. Like there's a select few things that I actually prefer leftovers of. Spaghetti being one of them.
Yeah.
Day after spaghetti,
Yep.
goulash, anything
Chili.
with noodles, chilies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I don't know what it is. It's something magical about it setting in its own juices for a
Yeah,
little bit of
buddy.
extra time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it really makes. So my dad actually does chili competitions,
Right.
and so he's been doing it for several years. And one of his tricks is he'll make it 2 days before. He'll refrigerate it because there's something about that congealing process.
Yep.
So in my home, if anything's left in the fridge more than 2 days, my wife won't eat it. Refuses to eat it.
Okay.
And I'm like, if it's been in there and this doesn't have mold on it, I'm gonna
I'll
eat
give
it.
it a go.
Like it just doesn't bother me a bit. So I say open that can and eat it, Nancy.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. You have some basic tests. If the can is bloating,
Yeah.
you don't want to eat it. Just chuck it.
Yeah. I would say if anything's wrong with the can at all,
Yeah.
if there's a dent in it, if there's any kind of damage on the top or the bottom of it, for
Yeah.
sure I wouldn't eat it. And then of course, your regular smell test.
Yep. Open it up.
Yep.
Give her a sniff.
Yep. Look at it. Make sure it's not green or brown.
I think they are kind of brownish. You know, the chicken doesn't look like real chicken, anyways.
They don't look appetizing. They don't look appetizing. In a survival situation,
you could probably do it.
Probably be fine. But
unless
also,
it was a damaged can and you got botulism.
Yeah, I was going to say, also in a survival situation,
you don't really want to take those chances.
No, because nothing kill you faster than a little diarrhea with no medical attention.
Yeah,
they're close
or
to.
No way to replenish fluids.
Yeah,
pushing them out quicker than you can bring them in.
Yeah, I recommend a heavy rotational system in your survival pantry.
Yes,
just in case. Oh wait, we're not supposed to say that. That makes us all crazy.
Yeah,
in your pantry.
Doomsday prepper.
I guess you know who was not laughing at me whenever all the shortage of the toilet paper came about.
Oh yeah,
because I was sitting at home and I was just fine.
Yeah,
I didn't have to go to the store. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to use any wash rags. I had plenty.
I don't use any toilet paper anyways.
What?
Just go straight to the shower, bro.
Well, there are instances when stuff happens where you don't have access to a shower. It's kind of like a Fuzzy's Taco.
Like a Fuzzy's Taco.
Public bathroom setting.
In Abilene, Texas?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a little specific.
You can go back a couple episodes and rehash that particular episode. All right. Did anybody answer his question outside of the obvious?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody, basically everybody said as long as the can's not swollen or dented. And then, of course, open it up and smell it.
Yep.
If it smells good, it's most likely good to go. As long as the can is okay.
Fraternize with these guys highly recommends
sniff
smelling.
testing.
Yes.
Give her the old sniffity poo.
All right. Are you ready for question number 3?
Let's do it.
All right. This one is better than my first question, if you can believe it.
Holy cow.
This also says that the question is resolved. However, there is no answer that I could find.
Oh, well.
So it cut it off.
That sucks.
It does, because...
I wanted to hear an answer.
Okay, so the guy's name who writes it in is not anonymous.
Ooh.
This comes from Bucky, Kentucky.
Bucky, Kentucky.
Yeah. And
get on in here, Bucky, Kentucky.
Now, keep that in mind as you hear his question.
Okay.
Okay. Help against a velociraptor attack, question mark.
Do what? I'm liking it already.
Okay. Now, granted, that's not a question. But,
well, he ended it with a question mark.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
Things
Okay.
are, he ain't in Kansas no more.
Yeah, he's in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
All right, he goes on. What would be the best way to defend against a velociraptor attack? Since one may never know when a velociraptor will strike, it pays to always be prepared. How should I be prepared? I've always kind of obsessed with it. My ma and pa say, damn it, Bucky, them critters is extinct. But I truly believe they is just pretending to die so they can attack Americans. Help me protect my family.
Oh, Bucky,
Okay.
Bucky.
Now let me break down just a couple of things real quick. The first thing is, I just said, damn it, because it's in the question.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not cussing at the guy.
You're just reading.
I'm just reading.
It's
Now,
a verbatim.
He types what his parents said to him. Them critters is instinct. Instinct.
Oh, they're not extinct.
Not extinct.
They're instinct.
They have instinct, I guess, is what they were trying to say.
They got instinct.
And then he says they just pretending to die. Not.
They's just faking it.
Yeah, they're faking it. And
Master
then,
fakers.
And then his last line, help me protect. Preteck. Protect my family. And again, lots of question marks scattered throughout.
Okay.
No questions.
I love it.
And the questions he does present, periods.
Makes sense.
Yes.
That's that good old Bucky, Kentucky learnings right there.
Yep. So a little throwback to your lack of grammatical skills.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so to answer the question, what's the best way to defend against a velociraptor attack?
Well, first off, you're going to want to watch Jurassic Park.
Okay.
The first one. And you'll notice.
Is your advice to hide into a kitchen?
No. You don't want to hide in the kitchen because you didn't say the magic word. No, you got to always, and I can't impress upon this hard enough. Always keep your head on a swivel.
Ah,
You always got to be checking around.
Okay.
If you can install like on the collar of your t-shirt, install kind of like a little side mirrors. So you can just use your periffs, and you got behind the back vision out of your periffs. So you literally have like
rear view mirrors on the side.
You betcha. Come on, Bucky. Step up your game, Bucky, Kentucky. You got to have that side periffs. So that way you got a 365 degree.
All right.
You don't get the whole 380.
Not 380.
No, you don't get it. You don't get all of it. But
Wouldn't that block some of your front
no,
visual by having two giant rearview mirrors mounted on your sides?
no, they're not going to be huge. I'm talking like old school bicycle mirrors, or maybe like a
Like the
motorcycle mirror.
the little guys.
Yeah, buddy. You always got from now on, Bucky, Kentucky. I want you to always and forever walk around like that because you don't know when they're coming.
Okay, so this is
They're clever girls.
all right. I was not expecting that. That was so funny. Oh man. Okay.
You need a breather.
You walk around with your rear view bicycle mirrors, but not on your helmet, on a shoulder strap.
Yeah, you don't got a helmet. You got to keep your head on a swivel, bro. You can't have a helmet weighing your periffs down.
Okay, so you got all 365 degrees covered, and not that 380 though.
Not
You get
380.
365. And then what about a weapon?
Fists, baby.
Your fist.
Punch it right in the nose. It's just like a shark. You punch it in the nose, it's gonna forget you was even there, and then
All
it's gonna know that you're the alpha dog. So then you can pull a little Chris Pratt move, and you can be like, "Oh, hey, hang on there, Blue. Hang on, Blue. Just chill out."
Now you're throwing everybody a curveball because you only told them to watch Jurassic Park 1.
Well, this is later in life research that you've got to do.
Oh, this is the advanced course.
Yeah, well, you didn't pay for all of it, but you're getting a little snippet.
But I'm pretty confident if Velociraptors attacks Bucky, I'm not sure he's going to make it.
You're probably right. Yeah, he's dead.
However, if I was going to put money on which swath of America would survive a dinosaur attack, those hills of Kentucky would be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're about like Texan folk.
Those old folks, they can handle their business.
Yeah. Well, of course, you got two sides of it.
Okay.
They'll either be okay because they've got the firearms, or they're too toasted on moonshine.
That's true.
They're up in the bluegrasses brewing their own shines.
But you got that difference between hot folk and dog folk.
Hot folk, dog folk. Yeah.
Any other wonderful advice to ward off the
to be safe around velociraptors? You don't want to have any pets.
No pets. That's probably
because
probably smart.
That's probably that's a prime pickings right there.
They're gonna cue right into that little wiener
Of course
dog of
they
yours.
are. Yeah. So you're gonna have to get rid of both of your dogs.
Dang, I'm sorry.
All
about
three
that.
of them.
Yeah.
They're not big enough.
That's true. And the cow dog's worthless anyway. So
Yeah. Well, he certainly wouldn't be able to hurt a velociraptor.
Nope.
So
I wonder if I could summon a Jesus when the velociraptors attack. If Jesus could get here fast enough to help ward off the velociraptors.
well, and see that's a trick question.
Is it now?
Because, and I'll tell you why that's a trick question. Because you don't know when a velociraptor is going to attack, so you can't preemptive the Jesus summon.
So no time for the incantation.
You don't have time for it.
You know what you could do? You could just have that Balrog.
Just keep the Balrog around,
just
and then
around.
you're golden. Because a Balrog, hands down, going to beat a velociraptor.
Okay, all right. What if there's a pack of velociraptors?
Oh, you good, man? You seen how many velociraptors it took to take out a T-Rex in Jurassic
that's
Park
true.
1?
Balrog's probably handling his business.
Yeah, Balrog beat the crap out of a T-Rex. So
All right.
I seen it.
All right, Bucky, Kentucky. So what you need to do is get with old Talia, and y'all summon the Balrog, and you'll be fine. and maybe you can cure cancer in the mix.
I'm telling you, it's a win-win-win.
Speaking of win-win-win, let's finally go on to our last question.
I love it. So,
Wait. Any ranking on this
Nope.
this beer?
not gonna rank it yet.
Still letting it swill around a little bit.
I'm still working on this guy.
See, there's not much gone from that bottle there.
There's
You're trying.
there's quite a bit. I'm over half.
Yeah, you got more than me.
Over half. Yeah, I know. Nancy, come on.
But I'm enjoying mine. You're just like
I'm
trying to get yours
despising
down.
it.
All right, question 4.
Question 4. Now, let me preface this question
All right.
with the initial portion of this question starts out amazing. Like it could actually have some solid direction.
Okay.
And then it just kind of goes downhill in a rocket ship.
Okay. Would you say it devolves?
Nope.
Nope.
It goes downhill in a rocket ship.
Okay. All right. So no.
No devolution.
Okay.
So, why won't NASA send rovers to explore the face on Mars
They have.
and all of the buildings and pyramids on Mars?
Wait, what?
I mean, don't you know about all the buildings and the pyramids on Mars? Why wouldn't they send a rover to explore those?
Did Alex Jones write in this question?
No, it's from Anonymous.
Of
Well,
course it
it
is.
could have been.
I guess technically it could have been.
Technically, it could have.
So that's the question.
Yeah, that's
Why
what
don't
you
they?
get.
I would say that they have and there's not. So they have sent a rover to Mars. 2, I believe. There's one there right now.
Uh-huh.
And there's no buildings.
So, what you're meaning to tell me is Matt Damon doesn't have his little poop tater building out there?
It's a tent.
A poop tent. A poop tater tent.
Tater tent.
He got poop taters out there in a tent. You mean to tell me they couldn't find that?
They haven't yet.
Satellite imagery and they can
guess-
pull a face up.
I guess not.
But why can't they see the pyramids?
Well, because NASA's putting the storm clouds in the way
Oh,
so nobody can see up there.
that has to be what it is.
And they're regulating the telescope so you can't get one power enough to see details.
Well, and that's why they have those big storms on Mars as well. Because NASA has infiltrated the Martians.
so the big dirt storms on Mars or whatever
Yes.
they are, that's not a real storm.
No, it's a NASA. It's
Oh,
a NASA
okay.
ploy.
It's concealment.
Yes, it's the CNC, baby.
All right. I like it.
Yeah. So there's really not any good answers on this one because
Well-
everybody's like, wow, you're completely an idiot.
Well, so obviously a Todd Tom question.
Sure.
Or Nancy, depending on the gender.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can we say gender? We can't say gender.
I don't even think we're allowed to say that anymore.
Let's just stick with Todd Tom.
Yep.
All right.
That's gender fluid.
Okay. 4 questions. Not great questions, but wonderful
Still
questions.
great questions.
We did not do Thank You Blinders last week
We didn't, did we?
because we had some April Fool's
Trivias.
which were good.
Yeah, I did get some learning last week.
I'm going
I
to call
enjoyed
it April Fish Day from now on.
I am too.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Yep. French.
Damn French.
Well, let's bump right back into some Thank You Blinders.
Thank you, blindness.
Well, this is one of my favorite segments. I know it's not the flagship or the Armada. It's one of the Squiggly Digglies.
It is the squiggly diggly.
back there in the back.
Yep.
And by the way, I'm hoping, stay tuned for this coming week and also next week's episode. Hopefully we'll have some kind of new and improved merch.
Yes.
And I'm hoping one of those is something to do with the Squiggly Diggly. We've talked about it. We haven't quite dialed it in yet. But
Working on it.
I definitely, if I could get a Squiggly Diggly shirt, I'm definitely going to wear it.
Well, I can tell you probably will get the squiggly digglies after you get the koozie.
So I'm not getting a
Probably
Squiggly.
not going to get one. I think that's what I'm saying.
All right, so I'll give you the Sophie's question, if you will. Who goes first?
You know what? I think I'll go first.
All right, what you got?
Well, before we do that, let me hit you with my rating.
Oh, okay. It's coming in at Thank You Blinders.
Coming in.
So it only took you, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it took me 45 minutes to drink that beer. So
And by the way, Beezy didn't enjoy the experience.
no, I still have the battery acid in the back of the throat.
The Amarillo's caught in his throat.
Yeah, Amarillo stuck back yonder.
You might be having some Amarillo by morning, too, if you're not careful.
Oh, nope. I'm gonna chase it down with some palate cleanser beer. So, on the Elysian Space Dust IPA, my official rating, I'm gonna give it a drum roll, please. 62.
Dang. 62.
Yeah, it's
So a little bit better than a domestic.
a little bit better than domestic, and I think it's actually right on par with the Carbach from a couple weeks back.
Damn. So I would say that on Libations Library, which you can find on our website, and Beezy will kind of have these updated, make note that all IPAs, Beezy's ranking probably shouldn't count.
That's not true.
I mean, it doesn't hold that much water.
The very first IPA that we did,
Yeah.
I had a surprising ranking for you.
Okay, now that was the Oscar Blues IPA, is that right?
Yeah,
Cano
Cano Bliss. Yep.
And I didn't like it as much because it wasn't IPA enough. And that meant you liked it a little more.
That has to be the only reason as to why.
That's pretty funny.
Because I don't know what it was about that one, but I don't think it was as hoppy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm trying to pull up the ratings.
While
on it.
you do that, I'll
Yeah.
just let everybody know. Just a reminder: 4 questions, kind of our the bulk of the episode. We banter about those questions beforehand. We read those questions to each other. We kind of laugh about it. We kind of get an idea of where we're going. And Thinky Blinders is completely blind to both of us. So Beezy has a question for me that I have not seen. I have a question for Beezy that he has not seen, and that's kind of where we get the idea. And, of course, it's a play on Peaky Blinders, which is a great show, and we should get a royalty check for them.
That too. I'm looking at the Libations Library page. I gave it a 72.
Ooh.
And you gave it an 83.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still 10 points off there. We were 30 points off.
30 points today.
Wow.
Yeah,
all right.
that's a big one.
So the better the IPA, the greater the chasm between us.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. It seems to be that way.
All right, what you got for first Thinky Blinder?
Okay, well, this has been somewhat of a recurring theme over the whole entirety of our show.
Chicken nuggets?
Well, besides chicken nuggets.
Oh, okay. All right.
So my Thinky Blinder for you, Pinewood. What conspiracy theory would you like to start? We've come up with like 30 of them on this show.
Yeah, just today.
Yeah, just today.
The Velociraptor.
The Velociraptors are coming to take over the planet.
What conspiracy theory would I like to start? Now, does it have to have any kind of bit of truth behind it?
No, this is your conspiracy theory. You can literally shoot out whatever you want.
Okay. All right. I will say I'm going to tag team off kind of what we talked about last week.
Okay.
That there's an empirical battle in our skies and in space around us between the Lizard Illuminati and several of our conspiracy overlords.
Okay.
So the Alex Jones, the Dave, that's going on right now.
I like
Now,
it.
they're fighting over your soul. They're fighting over you. Okay, so we're dependent upon who wins, right? And the only way that you can guarantee your safety is to make out a check for $20 and send it to Pastor Pinewood.
So you're kind of the war chief secretary.
I'm gonna go with charlatan.
Treasurer.
I'm gonna go with charlatan. That's the way I'm gonna go. So you send me $20, and if I get enough of you to send me $20, I will make sure that we have. Now here's the next part. So with that $20, I'm not just going to keep it for myself.
Okay.
Now I do have to pay off the podcast equipment first.
I mean, first and foremost.
Okay, so if I get a million and a half people to send me $20, I should have enough to cover the podcast equipment.
Most of it, anyways.
Most of it. We'll still have to go on the lam for a little bit, but that's to be expected.
That's to come with further investments.
That's right. So I'm not worried about it. I'm just
Okay,
going to put
I'm
a
with you.
little down payment on it.
I'm with you.
All right, now with the proceeds of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a ship.
Okay.
And that ship will have a certain number of places. And if that $20 every month just keeps coming in and coming in, your name's going to stay on those rosters.
Okay.
Now, if you miss a check, you miss a month,
You bump down a seat.
well, you bump off the boat.
Oh, dang.
And if you don't catch up, well, now you're on the waiting list.
So you basically got dues in arrear.
Kind of so.
Okay.
So you better not miss. Put that credit card on retainer every month. It's just going to chunk out. And by the way, if you didn't catch the fact that I just added the whole monthly thing, that's the way this works. So you send me that check. And by the way, that's what religion does, right?
I think you're
send me-
speaking from experience.
That's a pretty perverted sense of religion, but a lot of folks do that.
Well-
and get away with it.
That's true.
So-
you got the Kenneth Copelands and
Yeah, you do.
What are some of them other goof nuggets out there that are doing that crap?
There's one guy. I'm not kidding you. His name is Dollar.
What?
Yeah, that's literally what he calls himself.
His name is Dollar?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that his stage name?
That's what he calls himself.
And he's a preacher? Or?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you can pull this up quick.
Okay, so his first name is Creflo, Creflo.
Whoa.
Creflo. His last name is Dollar.
Yeah, I'd stick with Dollar too.
Yeah. Creflo Dollar Ministries. Huh. Yeah, so you can go give Creflo Dollar.
A dollar?
You can give him however many dollars you want.
Interesting.
And
Can
there's
you give him a cref load of it?
I guess. And there's some wonderful YouTube videos of people rushing to the stage of his church, throwing dollar bills up on the stage.
Wow.
And him like rolling around in the dollars.
Just making a mockery of it. These guys are idiots.
Yep.
Thanks for
and
my
people
money.
and people are rushing to give him money.
Dang.
It's bananas. It's bananas. So
Okay, so you might be onto something. I'm digging that conspiracy theory.
yep. So
I like the play off of last week's because that was pretty solid.
yeah, it was all right. And I'm gonna go by. I think I'm gonna go by Pastor Peace Dollar from now on.
Pastor Peace Dollar. What about Pastor Silver Dollar?
Well,
Do you carry a silver dollar
A
with
peace
you?
dollar is a silver dollar. So
You got that one with you? That
I do.
gave
I
you?
carry one in my pocket all the time.
I love it.
One of these days, we're gonna tell that story.
I don't know.
It's pretty good.
It is a good one.
So I'm going
It
to
is
go
a
with
good
that conspiracy theory.
Okay,
You
I
can
like
go to
it.
our website and you can send me your information. And I'll send you my address and you can get those checks rolling
Just
ASAP.
Lock in that seat.
Better yet, we'll get our Patreon set up. You can just do it through there.
Yeah, I mean, and then Patreon will just do the auto bill.
Yeah, that's right. You won't even have to think about it.
Exactly.
You put in your card information one time
and
you're good to go. And you get a place on the ship.
I mean, as simple as that. How do I sign up?
So listen, in all honesty, now we're going to do a Patreon at some point.
Yes.
We're going to do that. People have asked us about it. We're going to do it. And I think we ought to have the $20 pier
Oh, dude.
called the Pastor Peace Dollar or
the
something
Pastor
like
Peace
that.
Dollar. Brilliant. Dude.
And the only way that you will know what in the world that tier is about is if you've listened to this episode.
Yeah.
And we won't have any information in that tier. It's just called the Pastor Peace Dollar or whatever.
The
we're
only
gonna call it.
description, if you know, you know.
You know. Whoa, man.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So that's the one. I'm going to stick with that.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Dadgum, I love that one. I'm gonna have to get you $20.
Yeah, you got a seat, but make sure those things keep sounding.
Do I get a discount or no?
Nope.
I mean, I still gotta pay the $20.
You got to pay $20.
Okay, I mean, it's $20.
Every
You gotta
time.
do what you gotta do.
Every
I gotta
time.
have that seat.
Yeah, and by the way, it's monthly.
Well, I'm, see the way my
not-
check
it's
into
not
my
a one-time
savings.
Okay, are you ready for yours?
Let's do it.
Now, I know we're running a little bit long, but yours is kind
That's
of...
what she said.
Yeah, it's not, though.
Yeah,
she
it
never
isn't.
said that.
Yeah.
You have two.
A twofer.
Now, here's the reason you have two.
dang.
So, a couple of weeks ago, old Beezy had a question about the Super Bowl commercial. And to date, I think it's probably one of the best off-the-cuff answers we've had on the show. Really good.
It was pretty good.
So-
I can't believe I did it.
The first question I'm going to give to you is the actual question. It's
Okay.
the real one. And it'll be good, but the second question, the bonus, it's going to be hit or miss.
Okay.
It's either going to be brilliant or you can just pass and we'll try again next time.
Okay.
All right.
So can I say pass?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Pass.
All right. First question. Not on the real question. You have to answer the real
I got
question.
to answer this one.
All right. The first question is, what fictional character that is amazing in their role? So whether it's a book or a show or a movie, a fictional character
Okay.
is amazing, but would be insufferable if you had to deal with them in everyday mundane situations.
Willow.
Willow.
Yeah.
Why?
It's my favorite movie.
Right.
For one. So he's definitely going to be the character.
Okay.
I think he would be insufferable because he doesn't even know how to throw an acorn. It's a magic acorn. And all you got to do is throw it, but he's got those LP arms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that even the politically correct term anymore?
I think so.
He's got those midget arms.
That is definitely not it. You should have said baby leprechaun arms.
He's got those baby he got them baby leprechaun arms, and you just can't get a good follow through.
That's true.
With a pitch.
That's true. He did not have the Nolan Ryan stretch.
He did not. Well, I mean, to be fair, not a whole lot of stretch.
Okay.
I mean, he couldn't even really do the magic spells too well. So.
I'm going to give that answer a D- because
You hate Willow.
He was an insufferable character.
I mean, it was great. You asked for off the cuff. You asked for off the cuff.
All right. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I do love me some Willow.
So you're claiming he was amazing in his role,
Yes.
but he would be insufferable to have around,
Yeah, like on a daily basis, like he's part of your crew.
right? You wouldn't like him to be part of your
You know,
crew.
I've always wanted an LP in the crew. Always wanted an LP in the crew because,
Why?
I mean, that's a status symbol, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
cool
but-
people got it.
But look, you'd have to have like a really, really cool one.
What would be cooler than a half magician?
I don't know.
And I don't mean that in a derogatory term, meaning like he's a half a person. I'm just meaning like he's half a magician because he can't quite do all the spells.
Oh, we're getting banned for sure. I would assume if you're going to have one, it'd have to be like that dude from Game of Thrones.
Oh, Peter Dinklage?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Petey Dinks.
Yeah, that guy's legit.
Yeah, he's a gangster.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be cool.
Okay.
But he'd probably, I mean, he'd take more of the ladies.
Yeah, that's a good point. What about Mini-Me
Oh,
from Austin Powers?
yeah, Vern, what's his face?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, he's bald.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I can't have a bald person in my
You
crew.
you just rub him.
I'm sure that's a little bit more frowned upon. You can't even tousle his hair.
Where's the fun in that?
No. So read the question again.
Okay. What fictional character is amazing in their book, show, or movie, but would be insufferable if you had to deal with them in mundane, everyday situations?
I don't know. I feel like any superhero. And
I could see that.
like my initial gut reaction is Batman.
Yeah, he'd be pretty annoying.
My parents died.
Not only that, but you know he's rich.
Yeah, just a
And he-
snobby douche.
Yep, and he never picks up the tab. Like you
Yeah.
go out to eat, and he always wants to go Dutch.
Bruce, come on, man.
It's like you're a billionaire, bro.
You got a tower. Come on, bro.
He's got a Jeeves.
Spring for drinks.
The appetizer.
You can't even go halvesies on an appetizer.
We can't get spinach artichoke dip or nothing.
It's 20 for 2 or 2 for 20. That's all you get.
Is this going to be separate checks? Yeah, separate
Yes,
checks.
of course. Yeah, for sure. Batman. I'm changing it. Willow,
right.
you're out, Willow.
Willow's out.
Batman.
Batman's in.
Batman.
Okay. For whatever reason, as soon as I read this, all I could think of, now I couldn't think of a specific role, but all I could think was Nicolas Cage. Just in everyday situations.
Nicolas Cage is Batman.
Just think, you know all the memes with Nicolas Cage's face? Like several different ones?
Yes. Oh, yes. Do I know that?
Those are the faces he makes with you all the time.
All right. Well, Batman's getting a little bit cooler.
Okay. Now here's the hit or miss question.
Oh, crap.
All right, here we go. What would be the worst buy one, get one free sale of all time?
So this doesn't even tie into the
No,
first
no,
question.
it completely,
No, it's just
totally
like
different.
this is a whole new set of
Yep,
sports over here.
yep. And you can pass. You are getting a palate cleanser beer.
I had to.
That's hilarious.
I can't get the battery acid out of the back of my throat.
So, buy one, get one free sale, the worst of all time.
Buy one, get one free.
And you can pass if you want, because I know it's like way on the spot.
No, I'm going to answer it. I would have to say probably the worst buy one, get one free would be you buy one wife and you get one free.
Okay. You went
So
with
you
wives,
get
huh?
2.
Wow.
2 for the price
Two for
of
the pri-
one.
You BOGO'd your wife?
You BOGO your wife's.
Okay.
And we're not talking good BOGO. We're talking Payless BOGOs.
Oh, yikes.
Payless wives.
Payless wives.
Now, thank God I don't got to deal with that because my wife, she's a Macy's. Macy's don't even do a BOGO. I don't think. I've never even been to a Macy's.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that would be terrible.
That would be pretty
That
rough.
would be terrible.
Yeah, especially if you're...
Especially if you're getting a Payless.
Yep.
Is Payless even around anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well,
It might be.
It's a good enough reason.
You know what? There is one I know for sure in Pampa, Texas.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, just drove by there the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
buy one, get one free. Probably not great for wives.
yeah, because I mean now you've got double the expenses
That's true.
and double the pain
Okay.
and suffering.
All right.
So yeah, let's go with that one. What did you have?
Lobotomy.
Well, good grief. Dang.
Yeah. But, you know, one thing, once you have one, the second one's probably not that bad.
That's true.
That
is
You're
true.
gonna play old Scramble McBrain.
Uh-huh.
The second time around, probably not going to affect you quite so much.
Yeah. Ice pick McBrain stabber.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, last week we did Cinemize, and on a rare occasion, we're going to do 2 Cinemizes in a row.
Yes.
This is one of those occasions, so let's get right on it. You been practicing that recorder?
I've been working on it.
Hopefully you can get up to that level of talent.
I don't know. It's pretty sketch right now. So
I'm excited about it.
yeah, me too.
Tell us what you got.
So today we were gonna kind of do a little Cinemize with these guys a little differently. So I'm gonna do the top 3 musicals. And this could be a Broadway productions. This could be movies, TV, anything like that. It's all fair game as long as it's considered a musical.
So it doesn't have to be a musical that was made into a film. It could be any musical.
Any musical whatsoever.
All right.
And I swear, if you say Mamma Mia, I will.
Bro, I will perform Sudoku on myself if I said Mamma Mia.
So you're gonna You're gonna do some little number problems on yourself.
No, I would.
It's like a number puzzles.
I'd follow my sword. That's what I was saying.
Oh my gosh! All right, well,
Sudoku.
No.
That's not right.
That is incorrect.
Sudoku's the game. The little number game.
That's a numbers game.
Oh.
So I believe the word you're looking for
Not
is
that one, apparently.
No, seppuku.
Oh, I was close, bro.
Ish. But I mean, I've been studying Japanese rituals for 35 years, so yeah, I can understand how you got it wrong.
Okay.
It's also seppuku is also known as harikuri.
Harry Carey.
Yeah, not to be confused with hey everybody, Harry Carey here. Hey, Pinewood, if you was a hot dog, would you eat yourself? I know I would. Top it off with a nice cold Budweiser.
That's hilarious. So not Harry Carey, the Cubs announcer.
Not the Cubs announcer. Seppuku, you're eviscerating yourself.
Okay. All right. So I was way off.
You were.
So okay, but my point is I will not say Mamma Mia
Thank you.
at all. Okay, so who's going to go first here?
I already know yours are going to be boring, so go ahead and do yours.
Okay, so I have the top 3.
Yep.
And I'll do 3, 2, 1. And then I have 2 honorable mentions
Okay.
because they're personal, like, kind of fan favorites, but I know they're not, like, ranked musicals.
Okay.
Okay, so in order from least to best,
Okay.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which is a musical. It was made into a movie with Steve Martin and Michael Caine, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Really good. Second is La Cage aux Folles.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Frenchie.
But it was also made into the movie called The Birdcage.
Robin Williams?
Yes.
Huh.
Robin Williams and the guy
Yep,
from Will and
Brit
Grace. Yeah. And so that was a musical first called La Cage aux Folles, and it's really, really good. It's very florally and definitely...
You lost me.
Okay.
You might as well just describe it as an IPA.
It's a great, wonderful musical, and it's the basis of the movie. And
Okay.
it does follow the movie plot very similar, but it's a little bit different. In my opinion, it's got some wonderful music. I really like it.
Okay.
First, probably not one you're going to go out and watch for great entertainment value, but
Okay.
the quality of the musical is probably one of the best. It's called Man of La Mancha. It's on Don Quixote, that novel.
Okay.
Based on that. It's probably the best musical I've ever seen in person.
Wow.
Very good. Brilliant. And whoever plays the lead in that musical is talented because it's tough. It's a really difficult musical, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, you've actually witnessed like a Broadway type deal
Yes.
to see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it twice. I saw it once in Dallas on a very wonderfully performed kind of off of Broadway, like they had Broadway folks do it on a little traveling thing. And then I saw it once, actually in Amarillo, believe it or not, at Little Theater. But there's a gentleman in Amarillo, and his name's Jim. I won't give his last name, but he studied it and taught at Juilliard for years and years and years, and retired to Amarillo of all places.
Wow.
And took over the little theater up there, and is just an immense talent. And he did the lead, and just breathtakingly wonderful. So I'm a musical fan, so there's a whole bunch that I could add in, but I will mention 2 honorable mentions. Mention two honorable mentions. Okay. So a little redundant.
Yeah. A little redundant.
First one is A Guilty Pleasure. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Yep.
Phenomenal. And it's a good movie, too.
Yeah.
But the musical's very, very good. And then also, just because it's a mainstay and the music flat bumps.
I already know what it is.
Yeah, you do.
Is it Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yep. It's just so good.
All right.
good.
I'll allow them
All right,
both
so-
because those are good.
Those are my top 3 and then 2 honorable mentions.
Okay. Well, I've got my 3.
Okay.
No particular order. And I have 1 honorable mention.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure you've not seen 2 of them, which we're going to remedy that really quick.
All right.
Number 1, Cannibal the Musical.
I have not.
It's brilliant. It's
you've told me
Matt Parker,
about it.
Trey Stone,
Yep.
South Park creators. I think that was one of their kind of pet projects, and actually Brian the Parrot's the one that showed me this one.
Right on. It's
Brilliant.
older, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it's
20 years or something.
Yeah, it's pushing it. So that one's great.
Okay.
Love it. Those guys it just shows how brilliant they were even getting started 20 plus years ago.
Okay. Was it before South Park?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, this was actually kind of like one of their college projects.
I see.
So it's old.
All right.
The next one is called Repo the Genetic Opera.
What?
Yes, dude. It's Sweeney Todd, get out of the way, you little Tim Burton nonsense. This one's about a repo man who is repoing organs.
Dang, son.
So like you go to the doctor and you can't afford a liver. You get the liver on finance and you can't pay the liver. So Repo Man comes in and takes the liver back.
Dang.
And it is a beautifully dark and awesome friggin' musical. I love that movie.
Okay.
And then number 3, just beautiful one. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The original
Yep.
1971 version with Gene Wilder.
Yep.
I mean,
And people don't understand that even before it was a movie, was a book.
yes.
And between being a book and a movie, it was a musical.
Yes. Well, and to be fair,
To be fair.
the movie in 1971 is very, very far from what Roald Dahl actually wrote in the book.
Right.
So they kind of took their own creative,
Sure.
Hollywood creative rights and did their own thing. And it worked.
It's great.
It's brilliant.
Any way you slice it, it's great.
Yes.
And the remake's not bad, but it's definitely not Gene Wilder.
It's Tim Burton.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the same Tim Burton movie he's done for 35 years.
Fair point.
And then for my honorable mention, I wanted to say this is another Matt and Trey. But Team America World Police.
Oh, no.
As goofy as the whole marionette, the fact that they were able to pull that off as a movie and make it a somewhat blockbuster.
Yep.
The music itself is brilliant.
It's true.
Everything that they've done music-wise is brilliant. I think Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, the animated South Park movie, that was actually nominated for a couple of Tonys.
Wow.
So,
Well, and they won some Tonys for the Book of Mormon.
The Book of Mormon, yeah, the
And
Broadway.
That toured, and I believe is still touring for the off-Broadway stuff.
Yes, I do believe so.
And it's amazing, too.
Yeah.
Everything they put out is just phenomenal. Fantastic.
Fantastic. So,
Well, we're running a little bit long. It's time for us to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for supporting us and listening to us. I want to thank our wives for allowing us to do this. We're going to treat them a little bit this next coming week.
that's right.
Treat yourself. We're both going south.
Yep.
And you're going to Fredericksburg to have a good time.
Yep.
I'm actually going to the Waco area
The old wackos.
to not have a great time.
Yep. Well, I don't envy you on that one.
Definitely a trip for the wife.
Yep,
And
for
she
sure.
forbade me to even bring a fishing rod.
Oh, you'll
Really
sneak
sad.
one in.
I probably will. Probably will.
We also want to send a thanks to Aaron for helping us with some of the merch stuff. Myra for hooking us up with some awesome merch on the mugs and the, what are those stupid things called?
Beer Steins.
Beer steins. There you go. And then we want to thank Gwen, stepmom, Prairie
Yeah.
Blossom Marketplace.
We appreciate it.
You guys are awesome, and you're helping us plug along over here. So if you want to, you can leave us a voice message on our website, www.fwtgpodcast.com. It's the little blue circle in the bottom right-hand corner with a microphone in there. Click it. It'll bring you to a new page. Leave a voicemail. It'll get to us, and you'll be on the air.
And it means a whole bunch to us.
Yep. And well, also, we threw out a challenge. We're going to try and throw out some challenges here and there. We're going to keep a running list of the challenges. The one that we sent out last week was send us a ditty, a voicemail of your any instrument that you got, just playing something. We don't care. It can suck. It can be garbage, but this is our own little tribute to Cinemize with these guys.
That's right.
and
Maybe the worse, the better.
you know what? You very well could be plugging in some new segment music.
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
So we want to thank you guys for that. If you want to check us out on the socials, it's Fraternize with These Guys, or you can do at FWTG Podcast. If you want to email us, it's theseguysquestions@gmail.com. Discord.
Yeah, Discord.
We're kind of doing some work on that one right now. We're adding all the episodes. I'm going to try and add some more groups, some little subgroups.
Great.
People can add photos. I've got my photos added from what got me put into Facebook timeout last
Beautiful.
week. So
Go check that out.
It's a safe space. So go check that out. We've got a direct link to the Discord page on Facebook and on the website. And then if I need to, then I'll probably post a permanent Discord link. But for the time being, the easiest way to get to it is going to be from those two sites.
Great. Well, we appreciate all of you guys very, very much. And I think we're going to wrap it up with a little ponder this.
Mm-hmm. Ponder this. If the earth is flat, then maybe dinosaurs live on the other side, and we keep digging up their dead and buried.
Ooh. That would explain the occasional sighting of the velociraptor.
I mean, maybe that's what's happening, is they're just resurrecting because they figured out how to summon the Jesus spell.
That makes perfect sense.
Yep.
So everybody wear your mirrors.
Yes, and keep your head on a swivel.
So I pulled something up
Okay.
that I thought I'd let you listen to that you've definitely heard probably 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
But it hits pretty hard.
Okay.
On one hand, you've got the Marlins. Now, that's an odd mascot, a Marlin.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Of course, pound for pound, it's the smartest fish in the ocean. With its sword-like snout, it'll carve your eye out and not think twice about it.
It's brilliant.
Norm, to this day, if I walk into a seafood restaurant and I see a Marlin on the wall, I just grab my wife and leave.
We just leave. We're going to walk right out of there. There's no point in staying.
He did such a good job that nobody remembers what Harry Carey actually sounded like.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just remember Will Ferrell's version of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. That is literally what got him the job at SNL too, isn't it?
That's right. Yep. I think he sat and did that particular skit like just on a chair in front of 3 judges.
Wow.
And that won it.
Yeah, I mean, he won it for me.
Brilliant.
And he's won America's hearts.
Have a good vacation, bro.
Later, bro.
See ya.